Hey Hunters, Crayon here. I just finished compiling all of MC's cases that needed prerequisites to unlock. Cases are the mini echo of Kahli stories that you can collect by playing Crisis and Encounters. You will find all cases relating to MC in Operations Archive, Cases, and then it's under My Encounters. You can check here which cases you are still missing. There are 35 MC cases in total, and 6 of them will only show up in the map if you have played their prerequisites first, and I'll show you exactly how to trigger those cases in this video. So let's hunt for our first 3 cases. The Flower-Seeking Islander Crisis from the Kahli faction, the Flower-Seeking Academy Member Crisis from the Academy faction, and the Flower-Seeking Ranger Crisis from the Rangers faction. These 3 crisis triggers at the same time after you played Who is the Spy encounter. So how do we do this? First, focus on playing multicolored encounters. Do this until you get Who is the Spy encounter. You can only find this one in multicolored encounters across the map. Once you find this encounter, the 3 crises I mentioned can now appear anywhere in the map regardless of which choices you pick here. Now when you are done playing Who is the Spy encounter, let's switch to playing Crisis Waypoints. Play every Crisis Waypoints that you see in the map regardless of color until you get any of the 3 Flower-Seeking crises. You can choose to move to any of the 3 areas here regardless of the choices you make from Who is the Spy encounter. But if, for example, you are specifically aiming for the blue crisis, then go to the blue area. This way you are guaranteed to find at least 1 blue crisis waypoint there. Same goes with the green and the orange colors. But of course, everything is still random, so that guaranteed crisis waypoint may or may not contain the flower-seeking crisis you are looking for, just like what's happened here with mine. Again, you can choose to move to any faction of your choice in your 3rd area selection, regardless of the previous choices you made or the previous areas you explored. By the way, it is possible to get multiple flower-seeking crises in one run, so if you have already gotten a flower-seeking crisis from the previous areas, you can still choose to continue your run and continue playing every crisis waypoints that is offered. And if you're lucky, then you might get another one. Okay, so for me, I decided to switch to the Kahli faction for my 3rd area, and it's here that I got the Flower-Seeking Islander crisis. Now, let's just win the battle to complete this crisis. So the Flower-Seeking Academy member and the Flower-Seeking Ranger follows the same steps and the same rules as this one. I got the Flower-Seeking Ranger by playing the Orange Crisis in the Ranger's camp. Then I got the Flower-Seeking Academy member by playing a multicolored crisis in Ranger's camp also. So really, these crises can drop anywhere regardless of the choices and of the area, as long as you have played Who is the Spy encounter first. Alright, so that's 3 out of 6 locked cases under my encounters. Now let's move on to the 3 remaining locked cases, which I call the 3 documentary cases. The documentary Kahli, documentary Academy Life, and the documentary Freedom. Each of these crises is considered one cases under My Encounters. So how do we trigger these encounters? First, focus on playing multicolored encounters until you get the Keep the Camera Rolling encounter. This is a factionless encounter, so you will only see this appear in multicolored encounters. Now, the choices in Keep the Camera Rolling actually matters because the encounters you can unlock depends on what option you choose here. If you choose Tanakali Islanders, it will trigger the documentary Tanakali encounter. Deepspace Academy will trigger the documentary Academy Life encounter. And the Rangers option will trigger the documentary Freedom. Keep the Camera Rolling was a very rare encounter, at least for me, so I didn't even dare explore the last option because I have a feeling this won't trigger any of the 3 documentary encounters. But if you have explored this choice, I would love to know how it goes, so please let me know in the comments if it triggered any encounter for you. So for this run, I choose to aim for the documentary Freedom, so I'm gonna go and choose Ranger. For those who aren't aware, Keep the Camera Rolling's second set of choices can also unlock an achievement. And to do that, just choose to invest any amount of Kahli stones in this set of choices. I will be making a separate and more detailed video on getting that achievement, so stay tuned and check that out in the channel. Once you are done playing Keep the Camera Rolling, continue to focus on playing encounters. Now for the area selection, I would strongly suggest deciding where to go based on the previous choice you made in Keep the Camera Rolling. If you chose Tanakali Islanders, then hunt for the next encounter in the green areas. If you chose Deepspace Academy, then go to the blue areas. And if you chose Ranger, find the next encounter in the orange areas. By doing this, you will have the highest chances of getting your desired documentary encounter to appear. And then just continue playing encounters that bears the color of your chosen faction. You can also play multicolored encounters as they also drop random encounters from all 3 factions. Once you find your documentary encounter, just play through it to unlock it in My Encounters. Alright, so here's my run for the documentary Tanakali encounter. And finally, here's my run for the documentary Academy Life. Alright hunters, that's how you unlock all 6 locked cases under MC's My Encounter. I hope this video helped you complete all of them so you can open all these gift boxes and get all diamond rewards. Alright, happy gaming and I'll see you in the next one.